Hello guys, today's video is a lot different from most videos. I started with my little cough and put book there, but today I actually planned it. I have a doc in front of me, and it's that time of the year. It's the time of the year where exams are coming up and we're doing the practice exams now, and I had this brilliant idea during one of my exams of top 5 things not to do during an exam. So these are basically all the things that you want to avoid doing or avoid from happening during your exam. And when I try to look up if this video existed, it doesn't. It's just things not to do before an exam, like pull an all-nighter or study way too much, that way you can't even think during the exam, and just being over-prepared, like having too much, just all this crazy stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just common sense. So now I'm doing the 5 things not to do during the exam. So number 1 would be causing a scene. So say you're in the middle of the exam, just desks throughout a whole hall, sitting there, and then causing a scene would be just start screaming frantically, and they start like yelling, like what? Just for no reason at all. Something else by causing a scene would be like flip the desk, start like throwing the exam pieces of paper, throwing pens, and just going absolute crazy for no reason at all. So it just looks like you're having a bit of like a panic attack. But yeah, that's number 1. Number 2 is having an accident. So having an accident would be pissing and/or shitting yourself mid-exam and having to run out holding your ass so there's no spillage. And this one, I don't have experience with this one. I don't have experience with any of these. I've heard someone has witnessed the cause a scene one. But having an accident, yeah, that's probably something you really want to avoid during an exam. You really want to avoid shitting yourself and have to run out holding your ass. It would be a good way to be able to get out of an exam. I might do a video called how to get out of an exam early, but yeah, this is something that you don't want to do during an exam, especially if you're wanting to pass, and especially if you aren't wanting to get looked down on by teachers and students. Unless you like being the class clown, then this is a must-do, and you should all try this. Number 3 is celebrate. So this is something you can do at the very end, or whenever you think you're finished with your exam. So you're finished, you've just done the last word on the sentence. Boom. Whoa! Just start yelling, yeah, just absolutely flexing everyone, wiping your shoulders clean from all that dirt and rust you just got off you from laying out the most absolute test you've ever done, and just start high-fiving people, smacking people on the back of the head as you're running back through the aisle past everyone. That's probably something you don't want to do, because you'll probably get in trouble and your exam will probably get failed. And that's about it for number 3. Number 4 would be panic. So instead of at the end of the exam, to be at the very start, you just sit there. Alright, let's do this. Flip the page. Just go, start panicking, start sweating. If you could start crying, that'd be ideal for something not to do during this. Start saying "oh no" really loud and pretend to cry, and just you've failed, so you just try to leave early. Start arguing why you can't leave early. You've failed, and just all that kind of stuff. That's just something you want to avoid. And lastly would be ask questions. This is something I've actually experienced. Just you're there, you sit down, okay, start doing it. You read the question, raise your hand, and then just ask/say stupid things or questions to teachers throughout the whole exam until you get kicked out. That's probably something you don't want to do. Obviously every now and then you're allowed to ask a question like, oh hey, are we allowed to write on this piece of paper? Just normal stuff like that. But yeah, just get to the point where it's really annoying. Just maybe even, oh hey, could you like read out the sentence to me? Sorry, like my eyes. And then, oh, but any chance you have another pen? Or I just chewed through my pencil. Have you got another one? Like, oh, can I sharpen my pencil here? Am I allowed to go get a refill of water? Am I allowed to go to the toilet? But it's probably something you don't want to do. If you like to be funny, I would recommend trying all of these. If you also like to have little self-respect for yourself and you like to start shit, these would be very ideal, and I definitely recommend to use these. But like I said, these are the top 5 things not to do during an exam if you're just a standard child in mainstream. And yeah, thank you for listening to the top 5 things not to do during an exam.